Shailene Woodley is a young woman that has gained support and lost it, depending on how you feel about her actions during the issue concerning the Dakota pipeline that saw a large number of protesters attempting to stop the pipeline from coming through sacred lands. As an actress, she's been proven to be quite adept at what she does, and as a human being, she's a rather charitable person that is always trying to make the world better in some way. You can think what you want about that, since opinions have been flying left and right for some time now when it comes to activists and what they're trying to do, but it does seem as though she has pure motives and is trying her best to leave this world better than she found it, as the saying goes. How she goes about that might get her into a bit of trouble now and again, but she stands by her principles. Here are a few of her best movies so far. Number 5. Snowden.
You are a very frustrating individual. You know that?
There's no real surprise that Snowden didn't do quite so well at the box office, and if you want to whisper conspiracy, go right ahead. Whether or not Snowden, the real person, was a traitor or not, or if our government is in fact going too far in an attempt to protect us. When it comes to invading every last aspect of human decency, it does seem as though those that make the rules are willing to go the distance when it determines how to best serve the country and ferret out any threats. It's a tricky line to walk between treason and reason. Number 4. The Descendants.
I don't want to talk about mom with anyone.
Matt has a tough job ahead of him, watching over 2 girls with a wife that is comatose and will never recover, and with cousins that want to pressure him into selling an enormous amount of land that's been in the family for so long. On top of that, his eldest daughter informs him that his wife had been cheating on him. Some guys might actually rant and rave about this and blame everyone else, but Matt managed to hold on and be as calm as he could be for his daughters, and didn't even throw his wife's indiscretion in the face of her parents when they accused him of not being a good enough husband. Thankfully, his daughters came to his defense. Number 3. Divergent.
You're right. I'm divergent.
In a future where a person is meant to belong to one faction or another, being a divergent or possessed of skills that stem from more than one faction is something the government simply can't allow, since it means that such people are beyond the control of the government and are considered extremely dangerous. Free will is something that many movies such as this use as a means of liberation and change, a disruption to the status quo that can't be allowed lest it destroy the harmony that's been built up within the system and annihilate the control measures that have been so painstakingly instilled. Number 2. The Fault in Our Stars.
Listen, douchepants. There's nothing that you're gonna tell me about my disease that I don't already know.
When you don't have forever to live and your days are numbered, you tend to enjoy the moments as you wait for the days to come to a crashing halt. It's a depressing way to look at it, but it also opens up the beauty that's inherent in the world to the eyes that realize they won't be able to enjoy it for years and years. Hazel and Augustus meet, and at first it's the knowledge that she might very well be gone any day that keeps her from connecting. But when you have a limited time, the best time for anything is right now, and as they grow closer, they come to realize that each moment spent smiling is the most precious. Number 1. Adrift.
Rich, I'm gonna let you go now.
If you ever forget just how vast and terrible nature can truly be, films like this can remind you that as dominant as humanity is on this planet, the world we live in will always be able to rear up and remind us of our place in a big and horrible hurry. The movie is based upon the true story of 2 experienced sailors that, upon taking a 4,000-mile trip to deliver a yacht, sailed directly into Hurricane Raymond. The result was as you might imagine, as Tommy had to rig a means of continuing forward and had to ration what food remained for the 41-day trip alone, as her companion had disappeared during the storm. You might want to question her methods of doing things as an activist, but Shailene does know how to act when she's on screen, and she does know how to deliver a role.